Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the class of English. Myself Kamalnath. Student, you know your half-yearly examination is very close. We have finished the portion given for the examination. Hope you all have written down in your notebook and you are learning from the book and copies both. Here this week I am going to revise the portion chapters, and this is the first video in which I am going to detail the question answers, some of the important question answers, although everything is important, but in the video we cannot include all the questions. Okay, so the questions I am going to discuss taking from almost several chapters from the portion, or all chapters almost, that is from the previous chapters as well. And I hope that you all will no doubt make everything fresh which you read much earlier, which might have here skipped some part of that from your memory, will be very fresh, and you will be able to face the examination very smoothly, very comfortably. So let's go here. This is the first video in which I am going to discuss question answers from the stories, and after that in second video I will bring the question answer from all the poems. That is a part of your portion. Here that is chapter 2, that is the part of also this exam, the master artist. Here let us see what is in the question. You need not even pause because my memory is excellent. Here this was the statement, you know very well, of the master artist. You need not even pause because my memory is excellent. Do you think there was another reason other than that he had a good memory? Why Sineleve told Bartoli that he did not have to pose for him? That is the question. The artist told Bartoli that he did not need his pose while making his portrait because he had a good memory. There is no doubt, because he was an experienced artist. He assured Bartoli that without his pose he would be able to make good painting. Actually, he was an old and experienced artist of his time, and he could do so. But this was not the only reason he told him he did not need his pose. The artist wanted to make that painting in his own way, satisfying his long designed dream. He could not do so if Bartoli would have been there while making the painting. The art he wanted to use in that painting, Bartoli would not like. So he had put the condition not to come while he worked. Why, according to Sineleve, was the painting taking so long? Monsieur Sineleve took so long to complete the painting. Bartoli came and peeped and asked him the reason of so, means why he was taking so long to complete his painting. The artist answered him that he was following the way of his great teacher Ambrosio Lorenzetti, who had taught him the art of grinding pigment, laying plaster, sometimes slowly, sometimes faster. He had also taught him how to draw, and most importantly, not to hurry. He told that he was putting beyond fresco, which needed 4 coats of lime plaster. He assured that it was the best plaster process and would last forever. So he told that it was time-consuming process. He gave the reason why he was taking much time. Why did the artist draw a big curtain to cover the wall? The artist drew a big curtain which covered the whole wall on which he was asked to make the portrait. He didn't want anybody to see it because the painting he was going to make was not the way Bartoli liked. He had protested if he had seen the making of his painting. For years after that, here this is the question from chapter 3, homesickness, and you have no doubt read it, enjoyed this story. So let's see the question that is from that. 4 years later, after that, I used to get nervous whenever I found a toothbrush bristle on my tongue. Why did the speaker get nervous on finding a toothbrush bristle on his tongue? The speaker had asked his nanny what caused an attack of appendicitis, and she had said that if loose toothbrush bristles were swallowed by anyone, then they got stuck in the appendix and turned it rotten, as nanny had told him the cause of appendicitis. That is why he would get nervous if he found a loose toothbrush bristle on his tongue. What can you understand about the speaker's attitude to his nanny from this statement? Which other words support your answer? From this statement, it is clear that the speaker had great faith in his nanny's wisdom. He believed whatever she told him. The other words that show his attitude towards his nanny are, nanny, who in my eyes was filled with more wisdom than Solomon. He thought that his nanny had more wisdom than the King Solomon, who in the history is a very wise kingdom, who was considered a very wise king, Solomon. Fifth question is here, life is tough, and the sooner you learn how to cope with it, the better for you. Why did Dr. Dunbar say this to the speaker? Do you think after this incident he would face a similar situation differently? What would you do if faced with a similar situation? Dr. Dunbar said this because he had understood that the speaker had lied and pretended to be sick in order to come back home. He knew that the speaker may be homesick again or faced other problems at a school, but he had to be strong and face them bravely. Yes, after this incident, the speaker would be able to bear his homesickness more bravely. He would not be so miserable and would not try so hard to come back home. We are now taking some questions and answers from Bet in the Forest, that is chapter 5. As responsible managers, we should have stayed around for the moment of its revival. Do you think the speaker and his team were irresponsible? Why or why not? Here, the answer will be no. The speaker and his team were not irresponsible. Although they wanted to stay around for the elephant's revival, they could not have done that because there was no tree that was strong enough to support a machan. They could make a machan to stay during the night, but there was not any strong tree so that they could make a machan to stay where the team could spend the night. And it would have been very difficult to spend the night on the ground with about 50 wild elephants nearby. How could they really live on the ground? Who were in the team that went to Bishnupur forest, and why did they go there? Who joined them afterwards? There were 3 men in the team that went to Bishnupur forest: S.C. Day, Chief Wildlife Warden of the state; Subrat Chaudhary, an officer specializing in tranquilizing animals, and the speaker. These were the three people. They went to the forest to treat an injured elephant. A veterinary officer who had no experience of treating elephants joined them afterwards. And next is what? 0 hour. The next chapter, 0 hour. I think I will go to the moon today. Who said this to whom? In what context? Bobby said this to his mother when she asked him his plans for the day. How was it understood by the listener? The listener, that is Bobby's mother, thought that Bobby was talking about going to moon in his toy rocket. Hence, she took his response jokingly, lightly. What was Bobby's own space rocket like? Did he spend time on it with real interest that morning? How can you tell? What was the reason? Bobby's own space rocket was 6 feet long with 2 seats and a neat instrument panel. No, he did not spend time on his space rocket with much of interest, as he was just fussing around it until he was able to slip away without his mother noticing him. He was not interested in his rocket, as he had already planned of going to moon in a real rocket that morning, and he was very excited about that. So these were the questions and answers from these chapters. No doubt you have so many other questions as well, so I cannot include here. So do revise all the question answers from all the chapters, and before doing so, you go through whole chapter minutely, focusing on each and every line. I am sure you will face your exam so comfortably, so happily. I will come in the second video with some more question answers from the poems that is the part of this examination. Thank you, students. Thank you, all of you, for being with me. Thank you.